remember this. Join Stuart on a journey back to the 70s as he visits the museum charting the history of computers. Hello from Jonathan and me. Welcome to the programme. Now, if I say the words ZX Spectrum, Commodore 64 or Dragon 32, would you think I was talking a foreign language or a secret code?
Well, for those of us who are old enough to remember, those names will conjure up images of the first pioneering home computers. Now, they won't be forgotten thanks to a museum in Suffolk. From Haverhill, Stuart Leith has this report.
If you're about my age, this is a sight and sound that will transport you back to your childhood, when playing ping pong on a Binatone TV Master was the cutting edge of home computer gaming. And it's just one of many exhibits that will bring back fond memories at the Centre for Computing History in Haverhill.
The nostalgia side is obviously very big for a lot of people, just to see these machines, remember, what it was like. But it's to also sort of show to a younger generation the developments that have happened, and again in such a short space of time, and hopefully to inspire them into taking what we have now and trying to take that further, try and take it into the future.
These days we take for granted how much computing power we have at our fingertips. For example, back in 1982, when the ZX Spectrum was released, costing around £125, it had 16K of memory. That's 16,000 bytes or thereabouts. The average mobile phone these days has 8,000 times as much memory. A laptop that you can buy for £300 or £400 has 2 gigabytes of memory. That's the equivalent of 125,000 ZX Spectrums. The centre isn't just dedicated to home computers and consoles. It also charts the history of business computing. For example, this Apple Lisa was one of the first to have a mouse, but it cost $10,000 and didn't catch on.
It's a completely unique industry. Computers get cheaper every year, yet get more powerful. There's not many industries like that, and that does some strange things to that industry. And there's lots of interesting things that have happened, and we want to try and get that feel of the times in the heyday, and just express to people how much has happened in a very, very short space of time.
For me, though, it was the home computer games that took me right back to the 80s. This one, called Elite, was hailed as the first truly 3D game back in 1984. And even now I can fondly remember my older brother never allowing me to play it. Stuart Leith's Anglia News, Haverhill.
Oh, Frogger on the Commodore 64, loaded with a cassette.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember those days. Here's the weather with David.